Hello everyone, welcome to Masa family. I am Masa Mentor Saloni and today we are going to talk about 100 important books and their authors. As we know, a room without book is likely a body without a soul. Take a good book to bed with you. Books do not snore. Books are a uniquely portable magic. So let's talk about books and their authors. So first is David Copperfield and the author is Charles Dickens. Second is Hamlet and the author is William Shakespeare. Third one is The Rime of the Ancient Mariner and the author is Samuel Taylor Coleridge. Fourth is Das Kapital and the author is Karl. Fifth is Animal Farm and the author is George Orwell. Sixth is Dialogues and the author is Plato. Seventh is Tempest and the author is William Shakespeare. Eighth is Mein Kampf and author is Adolf Hitler. Ninth is Mother and the author is Maxim Gorky. 10th is As You Like It and the author is William Shakespeare. 11th is Paradise Lost and the author is John Milton. 12th is The Tale of Two Cities and the author is Charles Dickens. 13th is The Merchant of Venice and the author is William Shakespeare. 14th is Pride and Prejudice and the author is Jane Austen. 15th is All's Well That Ends Well and the author is William Shakespeare. 16th is Anna Karenina and the author is Leo Tolstoy. 17th is Origin of Species and the author is Charles Darwin. 18th is Discovery of India and the author is Jawahar Nehru. 19th is Asian Drama and the author is Myrdal. 20th is The Old Man and the Sea and the author is Ernest Hemingway. 21st is Julius Caesar and the author is William Shakespeare. 22nd is Man and Superman and the author is George Bernard Shaw. 23rd is War and Peace and the author is Leo Tolstoy. 24th is Gulliver's Travel and the author is Jonathan Swift. 25th is Heaven and Earth and the author is Lord Byron. 26th is Blue Bird and the author is Lord Alfred Tennyson. 26th is Othello and the author is William Shakespeare. 28th is India Wins Freedom and the author is Abul Kalam Azad. 29th is Marriage and Moral and the author is Bertrand Russell. 30th is God of the Small Things and the author is Arundhati Roy. 31st is Caesar and Cleopatra and the author is George Bernard. 32nd is Romeo and Juliet and the author is William Shakespeare. 33rd is Jungle Book and the author is Rudyard Kipling. 34th is Lycidas and the author is John Milton. 35th is Emma and the author is Jane Austen. 36th is A Pair of Blue Eyes and the author is Thomas Hardy. 37th is Odyssey and the author is Homer. 38th is Memories of the Second War and the author is Winston Churchill. 39th is For Whom the Bell Tolls and the author is Ernest Hemingway. 40th is Wealth of Nations and the author is Adam Smith. 41st is Westland and the author is T.S. Eliot. 42nd is Vanity Fair and the author is W.M. Thackeray. 43rd is Prince and the author is Machiavelli. 44th is Republic and the author is Plato. 45th is Freedom and the author is Bertrand Russell. 46th is A Long Walk to Freedom and the author is Nelson Mandela. 47th is Robinson Crusoe and the author is Daniel Defoe. 48th is Sons and Lovers the Rainbow and the author is D.H. Lawrence. 49th is Ulysses and the author is Lord Alfred Tennyson. 50th is Sense and Sensibility and the author is Jane Austen. 51st is Roots and the author is Alex Haley. 52nd is To Skylark, and the author is P.B. Shelley. 53rd is Time Machine, and the author is H.W. Wells. 54th is Try and Try Again, and the author is W.E. Hickson. 55th is Seven Seas, and the author is Rudyard Kipling. 56th is Around the World in 80 Days, and the author is Jules Verne. 57th is Waiting for Godot, and the author is Samuel Beckett. 58th is Things Fall Apart, and the author is Chinua Achebe. 59th is Silent Woman, and the author is Ben Jonson. 60th is Wuthering Heights, and the author is Emile Bronte. 61st is The Way of the World, and the author is William Congreve. 62nd is Voyage of Lilliput, and the author is Jonathan Swift. 63rd is Top Secret, and the author is Henry Fielding. 64th is Twelfth Night, and the author is William Shakespeare. 65th is Utopia, and the author is Sir Thomas More. 66th is Tom Jones, and the author is Henry Fielding. 67th is The Return of the Native, and the author is Thomas Hardy. 68th is The Alchemist, and the author is Ben Jonson. 69th is Tess of T. Wilson, and the author is Thomas Hardy. 70th is Scholar Gypsy, and the author is Matthew Arnold. 71st is The Rape of the Lock, and the author is Alexander Pope. 72nd is Prelude, and the author is William Wordsworth. 73rd is Ode to the West Wind, and the author is P.B. Shelley. 74th is Great Expectations, and the author is Charles Dickens. 75th is King Lear, and the author is William Shakespeare. 76th is Kublai Khan, and the author is Samuel Taylor Coleridge. 77th is Isabella, and the author is John Keats. 78th is Measure and Measure, and the author is William Shakespeare. 79th is In Memoriam, and the author is Lord Alfred Tennyson. 80th is Pilgrims and Progress, and the author is John Bunyan. 81st is Oliver's Twist, and the author is Charles Dickens. 82nd is Paradise Regained, and the author is John Milton. 83rd is Iliad, and the author is Homer. 84th is Divine Comedy, and the author is Dante. 85th is Crime and Punishment, and the author is Dostoevsky. 86th is A Brief History of Time, and the author is Stephen Hawking. 87th is A Farewell to Arms, and the author is Ernest Hemingway. 88th is A Midsummer's Night Dream, and the author is William Shakespeare. 89th is Adonis, and the author is P.B. Shelley. 90th is Akbarnama, and the author is Abul Fazl. 91st is Canterbury Tales, and the author is Geoffrey Chaucer. 92nd is Comedy of Errors, and the author is William Shakespeare. 93rd is Don Juan, and the author is Lord Byron. 94th is Dr. Faustus, and the author is Christopher Marlowe. 95th is Politics, and the author is Aristotle. 96th is Walpole, and the author is Ben Jonson. 97th is Dictionary, and the author is Samuel Johnson. 98th is A Passage to India, and the author is E.M. Forster. 99th is Macbeth, and the author is William Shakespeare. And last one, the 100th is Samson Agonist, and the author is John Milton.